Hello guys, Rollback1 here, coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh video along with Charmander in the background as always. And in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, we are going to be reviewing sCourt, the set that I hope has so many good reprints, has so many good cards in it, and has the best card out of all the cards we've been waiting for a long time, Cross Out Designator. The card that literally says, oh, banish card from deck, that effect's negated for this turn. Sick. So basically stop any hand trap you want as long as you play it. And we've been waiting for this card for a long time. sCourt is the perfect set to be putting this card in. So just hopefully Konami has put it in here and we won't have to, you know, worry about Nibiru's and all of this stuff because we'll have ways to stop it. So yeah. So we're going to be reviewing sCourt today. We're going to be looking at this set. Hopefully this set will be really good because as you can see we've already got some cards on the screen. I haven't read them yet, of course. Like this, I might have read them in previous videos, but I don't think I have because I wanted to kind of be surprised. So we're going to be going through this and seeing what they do. So without further ado, let's actually begin and see what the cards are in this set. So starting off we have Arcana Triumph Joker. That's just Queen's Knight, right? Like that just looks like Queen's Knight. Okay. So Arcana Triumph Joker. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one Queens, Kings, and Jack's Knight from your hand or face up monster zone to the graveyard to summon this card from your hand. This card gains 500 attack, the combined number of cards in both players' hands. You can discard one card, destroy all face up cards your opponent controls with the same type monster, spell, or trap as the discarded card. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's got a Sly for the Sky Dragon-esque effect, which I kind of like, which is kind of interesting. And it also has a board clearing effect where it basically says, oh, destroy all face-up spells if you discard a spell, destroy all face-up monsters if you destroy all face-up if you send a monster. Like, it's actually pretty cool, but not for me though. I feel like it's pretty interesting, but you know, it could have been better. Plus it's not the easiest thing to summon because you have to be able to send a Kings, Queens, and Jack's Knight to be able to just summon the card. Well, special summon the card because you can still tribute for it, I guess, but not the best, but still pretty decent card, not gonna lie. Next we have Joker's Knight. I believe we already know what this does. You can send one Kings, Queens, or Jack's Knight from your deck to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, this card's name becomes the sent monster's name until the end of this turn. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one of a light warrior monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. Yeah, so it's basically a recycle card, and you can only use each of the effects of once per turn. So it's a recycle card that basically special summons itself constantly, and that's actually pretty decent as well for just like generic warrior support, because like all you gotta do is play like one Queen's Knight, or one King's Knight, or one Jack's Knight, and send it to the graveyard. And then during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can just go ahead and target the Kings, Queens, or Jack's Knight, return it to your deck, and then just add it to your hand for next turn. So, as long as you don't draw them, it's actually a pretty decent card. Not gonna lie. Imperial Bower. Okay, if you control no monsters, you contribute this card. Take two different monsters from your deck among King, Queen, Jacks, or add them to your hand, or special summon each monster. Okay. So you can, if you control no monsters, you can contribute this card and then just special summon a King's and a Queen's Knight, and then you can also summon a Jack's Knight due to the effects of King's and Queen's Knight. Alright, so basically it's a rescue rabbit for the King's, Queen's, and Jack's Knight. Interesting. Not the best, but kind of nice. Joker's Straight. Honestly, this support isn't bad for King's, Queen's, and Jack's Knight. So effect is, discard one card, special summon one Queen's Knight from your deck, and add one King's Knight or Jack's Knight from your deck to your hand. Then immediately after this card resolves, you can normal summon one monster. You cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except light warrior monsters. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one light warrior monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. So this has the same effect as Joker's Knight. This is actually really good. Like, they're actually making King's, Queens, and Jack's Knight pretty decent. Like, honestly, just discard a card, special summon a Jack, Queen's Knight, and then you just add King's Knight, and then you just go ahead and addition normal summon the King's Knight, just summon the Jack's Knight. And then you've got, during the end phase, you can just go ahead and, you know, put one light warrior into your deck, and then just shuffle it into the deck, and literally add this card back to your hand so you can do it again next turn. That's actually really good. Okay, next card is Face Card Fusion. This is another new card. Fusion summon one light warrior fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If you control Kings, Queens, or Jack's Knight, you can use one monster from your deck as fusion material. So it's kind of like a Shadow-esque fusion for Arcana Knight Joker. That's kind of like the vibe that I get from this card. Okay. Thunder Speed Summoning? What the hell is this? During the main or battle phase, immediately after this card resolves, normal summon 1 level 10, or if you control a Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight, or King's Knight, you can apply the following effect. Add 1 level 10 non-dark monster with a question mark attack from your deck to your hand. Then immediately after this card resolves, you can normal summon 1 level 10. It's Slifer the Sky Dragon support! You can search Slifer the Sky Dragon! Ah! Yes! Oh! I've got to get all these cards now. I've got to get the King's Knights, I've got to get the Queen's Knights, I've got to get the Jack's Knights, I've got to get all of the cards, got to get all of them, so I can make a Slifer the Sky Dragon deck with these cards. Oh, yes! Yes! It's such a Slifer the Sky Dragon! Or Obelisk the Tormentor, or the Wind Dragon. That's sick. Nah. I'm gonna get me a couple of boxes of this set now. Yeah, that's gonna be done later. Oh, that's sick. Oh, thank you, Konami. Thank you for finally giving me a way to search the gods. Nice. Nice. Like, legit. Like, if you control one of them, you just get to... Oh, that makes me so happy. You don't understand. You don't understand. It's Slifer the Sky Dragon support. Dude, it really is. Oh. I love this. I love this so much. So we got some trap cards as well. So Joker's Wild. During the main phase or battle phase, send 1 spell card from your hand to the graveyard that specifically lists Kings, Queens, or Jack's Knights. This effect becomes the spells when that card is activated. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one. Okay, so this also recycles Light Warriors to be able to summon them again. But yeah, like, it just says send a spell from your deck to the graveyard that specifically lists Queen's Queen, and it becomes that effect. Like, so, like, just you can use this during your opponent's turn, you can use this during your opponent's turn, you can use this during your opponent's turn. It's pretty decent, not gonna lie. Court of the Cards. Okay. If you control no monsters or only control Queens, Kings, or Jack's Knight, you can special summon 1 Queens, Kings, or Jack's Knight from your hand or graveyard. You can banish up to 1 each Kings, Queens, and Jack's Knight from your hand / or graveyard. Draw the same number of cards you banished. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's great. Like, it's alright, I guess. Like, it's just a free summon from the deck, or you can just go ahead and banish stuff. It's continuous trap as well. It's not bad, not bad. Oh, they got some new Magnet Warrior support as well. So nice. So Magnet Induction. Those are like weird Magnet Warriors that aren't Magnet Warriors. Well, they look like it. Oh no, those are the weird Magnet Warriors that came in the structure deck. They just changed their colors because I believe that one was originally like gray or something, brown maybe. So if you control a Magnet Warrior monster whose original level is 4 or lower, special summon 1 level 4 lower Magnet Warrior from your deck with a different name than the cards you control. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, Magnet Warriors and Magnet Warriors monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle card effect. You can only use 1 Magnet Injunction monster. Okay, so it's just you control Magnet Warrior, special summon Magnet Warrior. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Xyz Hyper Cannon. So this is like for Kyber, I guess. So you must control XYZ Dragon Cannon or a fusion monster that specifically lists XYZ Dragon Cannon as material to activate this card's effect. This card's effect depends on whose turn it is. Okay, so kind of like Amazements. Your turn. You can target 1 of your banished Union monsters, place it on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, draw 1 card. Okay, not bad. Your opponent's turn. You can discard any number of cards, then target the same number of cards your opponent controls. Destroy those targets. It's alright. It's alright. Not the best, but not the best. This is a reprint, so GoldenEye's Idol. Nice reprint. Zolga the Prophet. This is a new card. This is OCG. Actually, no, was this... Actually, was this... no, this is a new card as well, isn't it? I think this is a new card. Like, I don't think this was actually in the Duelist Pack 2, the one with Pegasus on it. So what does this actually do? Once per turn, quick effect, you can activate this effect to look at your opponent's hand. Also, this card's name becomes Thousand Eyes Idol until the end of this turn. If this card is banished or sent to the graveyard by a card effect... Wait, so once per turn, quick effect, you can activate this effect. Look at your opponent's hand. Also, this card's name becomes Thousand... Okay, so you just get a free look at your opponent's hand. If this card is in your banished zone... if this card is banished or sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, equip that monster to 1 restrict monster you control, or relinquish monster you control. That cannot be normal summoned while equipped by this effect. That monster gains attack equal to the attack of the equipped monster. Alright, and what does Zolga do? If you control an Earth Fairy monster, okay, so Earth Fairies, like I believe there was one in Lightning Overdrive as well, so this is a bit of support there, I guess. Earth Fairy monster, except Zolga the Prophet, you can special summon this card from your hand, then look up the top 5 cards from the top of each player's deck. When a monster that was normal summoned by attributing this card declares an attack, you banish this card from your graveyard, destroy that monster, and if you do, inflict 2,000 points of damage to your opponent. So you special summon this card, and then you just look at the top 5 cards from the top of each player's decks. I mean, you don't get to change the order or anything, but it's just like, okay, it's not the best. It's interesting though. And oh, hello. Well, thanks Konami, you gave us a utopic future, utopic Draco future. I need to get one of these for the pure fact that number collection. Wow, I did not expect that to be in here. That's a pretty good reprint. Not even a reprint. That's a pretty good TCG release there. Like that's actually pretty decent. Konami, good job, I guess. Like that's actually a really nice thing to put in there. Like it's gonna be the money card and it's gonna be like a buttload, but nice. Gilta, Gearfried, the Magical Steel. Now this is the new Super Poly target. This was a Super Poly target, if I remember correctly, because it takes 2 warriors with different attributes to make it. So this is like a new Super Poly target where if your opponent controls 2 different attribute warriors, you just get to go ahead and use those. So this is actually kind of cool. That's also a negate, if I remember correctly. So let's read it. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets this card, quick effect, you can negate that effect, and if you do, destroy 1 card on the field. This card was, so once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, targets this card. So basically it negates and destroys a card on the field when this card is targeted, which is actually pretty good. Second effect, if this card was fusion summoned using only monsters on the field as material, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. So also, Super Poly, use 2 monsters on the field, attack twice, pretty decent. And once per turn, if this card battles an opponent's monster during the damage calculation, you can banish 1 spell card from graveyard. This card gains attack equal to half the current defense until the end of this turn. So it gets bigger, it's negate to target effects, and it can also attack twice. It's a pretty good card, and it's a Super Poly target. Crystal Gel, I believe this is just like new random support for like the crystal. I believe we've actually read these before on the channel as well. So if this card is normal special summon, you can activate this effect during the end phase of this turn. Add 1 level 5 or higher water monster from your deck to your hand. That is Megalo Searcher. That's my support right there. If you control a level 5 or higher water monster and this card is in your graveyard, you special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Yeah, so this is just like mermail support. Okay, cool. Thanks, Konami. Ting Dangled Dolls. You flips. So this is new Ting Dangled. Flips. Send 1 spell trap card to the graveyard. If this card is sent to graveyard from your hand or deck, you can target 1 Ting Dangled monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in face down defense position. You can only use the effect of preceding effects of Ting Dangled once per turn. A Ting Dangled monster, Ting Dangled Wing monster that uses this card as material can make up to 3 attacks each battle phase. Alright, Ting Dangle's getting a bit of support there. This is the new crystal. This is the new Rose support, which searches the field spell that can special summon plants from your hand. So it's just discarded to do that. Morph King Stingia. I don't know what this is. Let's read this too. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target 1 other face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon from the extra for the rest except synchro monsters for the rest of this turn. Also, change this card's level to the level of the targeted monster. So, if this card is normal summoned, you target 1 face-up other face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except synchro monsters. Also, change this card's level to that targeted level. And if you do, gain life points to the target's level x 2000. So it changed. So basically, you target something, augment this card's level, and you also get to, well, gain life points, which is actually kind of interesting. It's not the best card, but it's actually nice. It's a special summon or normal summon effect as well, which is also pretty good. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 fiend monster with a lower level than this card from your hand. Okay, so obviously this effect isn't going to work unless you've targeted something, but it's pretty decent. This is new, the White Rose Collister, which the Rose Priestess searches here. Burning Soul. What's this do? This is a new card as well. If you control a level 8 or higher synchro monster, add 1 card from your deck to your hand, except Burning Soul. This is starting to make me think of Soul Burner, but it's a synchro card. Then immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using monsters you control as fusion synchro as material. For the rest of the turn after this effect resolves, your opponent cannot target synchro monsters on the field with card effects. Alright, not bad. Like, if you control level 8, add 1 card from your graveyard to your hand, and then literally just synchro summon. Not bad, and it's protection. Hyper Galaxy. Galaxy support, okay. Tribute 1 monster with 2,000 or more attack, except Galaxy has Photon Dragon, then target 1 monster your opponent controls with 2,000 or more attack. Tribute it. And if you do, special summon 1 Galaxy has Photon Dragon from your deck. Okay, so this is like a, the Blue Eyes Soul Exchange. No, not Soul Exchange. The Blue Eyes spell that says you can go ahead and target your monster, target your opponent's monster, tribute both, special summon a Blue Eyes or a Dark Magician or a normal monster of level 7 or higher from your deck. That's what this card basically is. Pendulum card. Okay, let's see what this does. Target up to 2 Pendulum monsters you control. Place those targets in the Pendulum zone. You can only activate 1 transfer once per turn. What? That's garbage. Like, you literally just target 2 Pendulum monsters you control and then just put them in the Pendulum zone. Why? Why would I do that? Like, no, stop giving me bad Pendulum support, dude, come on. Another one, Pendulum XCs, okay, target 2 cards in your Pendulum zone, special summon both targets, but negate their effects. Then immediately after this card resolves, XCs summon 1 XCs monster using those 2 monsters. When you do, you can treat the level of one of those monsters as the same as the other monster. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. So you just target 2 Pendulums, you can target 2 cards in your Pendulum zone, special summon them both. Their effects are negated, of course, as it says, but then you get to just XC summon, and you can literally be like, oh, if there's a 7 here, and if there's a 4, you can just be like, go ahead and XC into like a 7, or you can go ahead and XC into 4. That's actually pretty decent. That's something that could be used with like something like Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, where you just go ahead and summon it with this, and then you link it away and make the Vortex Dragon. So that's actually pretty decent. That's not a bad spell. It's not a good spell by any chance of the imagination. That's not a bad spell. Dousing Fusion. Okay. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your X deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from the graveyard. Only Pendulum monsters can be used as fusion material for this card's effect. Okay, so it's just a Pendulum fusion card, which has to banish them from the graveyard. Like, that's not good, but it's okay. Eternal Bond. Okay, target any number of Photon monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, but their effects are negated. Why do I feel like this is just an elegant egotist? No, not even an elegant egotist. A hysteric party for photons. So target any number of Photon monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, but their effects are negated. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Photon monster you control, take control of it, and you can target 1 Photon monster your opponent controls, sorry, take control of it, and if you do, its attack for the rest of this turn becomes the combined original attack of all Photon monsters you currently control. Also, you cannot declare an attack this turn, except with that monster. So, you target any number of Photon monsters, special summon them, their effects are negated, and also you can banish this card from your graveyard to target a Photon monster your opponent controls, doubting your opponent would ever control a Photon monster, and just take it, and then it becomes really big. Alright, I mean, it's a hysteric party for Photons, so can't really complain, but yeah, let's see what it looks like we're on the reprints now. So we've obviously got the King's Knight, the Queen's Knight, the Jack's Knight here. We've got the Arcana Knight Joker, which is obviously for the fusion spell. We've got Arcana Extra Link, which is another card that was just released in 10 that hasn't been ever really good, but it's kind of good for the deck. Oh, Gravekeeper Spy reprint, Goat reprints. I'll take it. I need some spies for my Goat deck, so I'm alright with that. Majestic Dragon, I guess. Like, there is that new Synchro set coming out soon, so that's pretty good. Stardust X Long as well. Alright. Rescue Rabbit, pretty decent reprint there too. I don't think Rescue Rabbit has had a reprint in a very long time. I think the last one was in the Structure deck. ZW Tornado Bringer, so this is obviously reprints for the Lightning Overdrive set. That's actually pretty good. The Turtle as well. ZW Eagle. I don't see Tiger though. There's no Tiger here, and Tiger is the best one. So, well, Tiger and Dragon were the best ones. These ones were alright. Oh, Scrap Twin Dragon reprint as well. Kind of interesting to see that getting a reprint. I think it's only had 1 print as well, so it makes sense. Cloud Castle, another reprint there too. I don't think this needed a reprint, it was common, but alright. Baxia, if those Yang Zings players, and Chao Feng, if you're Yang Zing players, well, this is a nice reprint for you. Utopia, alright, it's not the Astrorite though. Oh, Dolka, this was actually a really expensive card, so this is actually a really good reprint too. Wind Up Arsenal Zen Mayo, this was actually a really expensive card in the back in the day as well that has not had a reprint, so that's actually pretty good. Utopia Ray, another reprint there, obvious reasons. M7, not bad reprint there either. It was just, I'm pretty sure it was reprinted in a gold Megatin or Dusa set, or Dusa recently. Leo Arms, alright, another reprint there. Fortune Tune, nice reprint, nice reprint. That's actually something that was going up quite a bit as well. Utopic Future, it had a reprint in the Legendary Duelist 6, so this isn't actually a great reprint, but it's alright. Infinite Cards, oh, okay. This is like the thing saying, wait, isn't this card banned? Wasn't this card banned? There's no limit to the number of... No, it was the other one that says you can draw every time you special summon. Never mind. So now you've got no limit to your hands if you want to play Slifer. Pretty good. Reinforcements of the army. If it's got a higher rarity reprint, like maybe Ultra or Collector's Rare, I don't really like that, because this is supposed to be a Collector's Rare set, right? The Warrior Returning Alive, alright. Ties the Brevilian, okay. Pop Duality is pretty good as well. I would like a very nice Collector's Rare of Unexpected Die, not gonna lie. God Dragon, it's alright. Like... What? That's Lightning Storm, right? That's Lightning Storm. Well, it's not in the Megatins now. Okay. Collector's Rare Lightning Storms, Ultra Rare Lightning Storms. This card's gonna be shorted like hell. Okay, Konami, Rivalry of the Warlord 2. If that's Collector's Rare, that'd be pretty nice. But Lightning Storm. I've got my secret, so I don't really care. But that's pretty booky. Converging Wishes. What does this do? This has got me my heart racing a bit, you know. So if you can have 5 or more Dragon Synchro monsters with different names in your graveyard, special summon 1 Stardust from your extra deck. This card is treated as a Synchro summon, but banish it during the end phase. Equip it with this card. While equipped, it gains attack equal to the combined attack of all Dragon type Synchro monsters in your graveyard. Also, while equipped, when it is destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish 1 Dragon Synchro monster from your graveyard. It can attack an opponent's monster again in a row. Okay, so additional attacks, but Pendant Storm, man. Okay, the Wicked Dreadroot as well, the Wicked Avatar, and the Wicked Eraser. I would actually like these in Ultra Rare because we only have jump promos in Ultra Rare and they're American and I like them in English. But damn. First of all, thing I have to notice from this set is Konami, where is my cross-out designator? Where is it, Konami? Like, perfect set to put it in. Where is it? Anyone see cross-out designator? Because I certainly didn't. But second, I mean, it's a pretty nice reprint. That's all I can say. Konami giving us the Lightning Storm, you know? But nah, honestly, this set, going through all of it, is actually a really, really good set. Just looking at the reprints in terms of, like, looking at the reprints, it's got a lot of really, really good reprints. Unexpected Die is a pretty nice one. Wild Legacy Guard Dragon is a nice one, even though LP's banned, you can use it in your Dragon decks. Lightning Storm is an insane one. Rivalry of the Warlords is a pretty decent reprint as well. And you've also got like the Wicked Dreadroots and stuff, which is kind of a decent reprint. Fortune Tune was going up in price as well, so this is also a very, very nice reprint too. M7, I guess, is kind of decent, and also Zenmeo. It's only had 1 print, so it makes sense. Dolka got a reprint too, but like, I think Lagia would have been better, or you should have just put both in here, maybe instead of putting, like, I don't know, the F-Zero, because it did have a reprint in the Legendary Duelist 6, so I feel like that could have been put into a Lagia instead of a Dolka. Utopia also, like, it didn't really need to be in here, and it's just the normal one, it's not like an Astrorite one. The Yang Zings are actually kind of a nice reprint too, because these are quite old, especially Baxia, that's all from away in Duelist Alliance format. Twin Scrap Dragon, I guess they put it in here because of, obviously, it's only had 1 print, but I think it would have been better if they put Scrap Chimera in here, because obviously that card's been going up in price quite a lot. But obviously, they also missed something like the Edge Tiger, the Tornado Tiger, like the ZW Tiger. Like, they should have put that in, like, instead of like the Eagle Claw or the Ultimate Turtle. Rescue Rabbit's a good reprint too. These didn't need to be in as. I'm happy with a Spy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This is Goat, and I'm just gonna get them for my Goat deck. So these were obviously gonna be in here. It's not a big debate. And honestly, like, all the new cards in here are pretty good, especially Draco Future. This is something you need to pick at least one of, because this is essentially like a Dragoon, and that's actually really, really strong. How Utopic Draco Future is basically Dragoon, and that's a good reprint. Plus, they've also got the card that says, oh, I'm just going to search Slifer the Sky Dragon because it has question mark attack, or I'm going to search Winged Dragon of Ra because it has question mark attack. Can't search Obelisk the Tormentor though, can't do that. But my favorite thing out of this entire set though is literally Thunder Speed Summon, because it says search Slifer the Sky Dragon, and now I'm actually going to build a deck called which is going to be Slifer Turbo with 3 of this in and so many other cards, and it's going to be so, I'm going to love it, guys. You don't even understand. I've been wanting to build a nice Slifer deck for a long time, and it's really cool, and it's even got nice stuff as well, like this Joker Knight. Like, Joker's Knight is actually a pretty decent card because it just changes its name to any Kings, Queens, or Jacks Knight, and it also can recycle itself too, which is actually pretty decent. And also they got the Arcana Triumph, which is a board wipe for face-up cards. and also has a Slifer-esque effect, which is kind of nice. But guys, that's the entire set though. Like honestly, this is actually a really good set. As I said, where's my cross-out designator, Konami? But nonetheless, I really do like this set. Like, this is something I'm actually gonna buy. I'm actually gonna try and build the Knights deck, because I've always liked Kings, Queens, and Jacks Knight from back in the day. Like, they're not something I really played, but they're the iconic monsters to summoning Slifer the Sky Dragon. Like, sure, you could tribute the Magnet Warriors, but tributing literally Kings, Queens, and Jacks Knight, I'd rather do that. But guys, tell me what your thoughts are on this set though in the comment section below. Do you think the reprints in this set are actually insane? Do you think you're mad because they didn't give us the cross-out designator? I certainly am, because we need that card and they still haven't given it to us. And I'd love to just hear your thoughts and opinions on this set in the comment section below, because honestly, really good set, really cool set. Can't wait to see what people try to do with it, because I'm going to have to mess with it myself and try to make a Slifer turbo deck now, or maybe like a Warrior turbo deck sort of thing, because you could play like all sorts of stuff in this deck, like literally. And it's just like Warrior monsters for this spell as well, so you can play like a Soul Day stuff too, so you can use like that too as well, which is actually pretty cool. But anyway, guys, that is all I have to say in this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Check out all the links in the description to my Instagram, where I post things, and my Discord, where I'll answer any questions or just talk if people talk and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. sCourt, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 out of rating, because they didn't include my goddamn cross-out designator. If you put that in, it would have been a 10 out of 10, Konami. It would have been a 10 out of 10. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Robot1, signing out. Later on.